Hello there, it's Mike with the Fish Tank Barn, and I'd like to welcome you back to another video. As you can see, the weather outside is quite cold and unpleasant. That, however, didn't deter me from ordering some more fish from Dan's Fish. So let's go ahead and get this box out of the cold and see what's inside. I now have the box inside, so let's go ahead and open it up. As you can see, it's packed in styrofoam, and as I take the top off the box, you can notice at the top of your screen that there's two heat packs, which are both still warm, which is good to see. As you can see from the box, I did buy quite a few fish. I'm going to go ahead and start with unpacking the larger bags, which contain two separate molly species, the Pacific molly, or Pasilia butleri, and the Liberty molly, or Pasilia salvatoris. And as you see me unpack them, you can definitely tell they're coming in quite healthy and were not affected at all by the cold. Now let's take a look at the smaller bags, which are my 4-spot Merry Widow Livebearers, which I ordered 2 pairs of. As expected, all the fish came back happy and healthy with no DOAs. Over the past few years, I've been very impressed with the shipping from Dan's Fish, and this order didn't disappoint. I'm going to go ahead and float the bags for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll come back and put the fish away. It just so happens that this net fits nicely right over a critter container. So I'm going to go ahead and open the bags, one species at a time, and then empty them into the net, making sure the fish lands in the net. Once I have all the fish of one species out of the bag, I'll go ahead and release them into their new home. Now that the fish are out of the bag, let's talk a little bit more about the fish themselves. Let's start out with the Liberty mollies, which I put in a 29-gallon tank all of themselves. These fish are native to El Salvador and Central America, with the females getting to be about 3 to 3.5 inches long, while the males are about 2.5 inches long or so. While the body of this fish is rather bland, I really do enjoy the red tail fin, along with the colorful dorsal fin on the males. One thing I did learn about this species is that you'll need to add some cover because they will eat the fry. I have some extra guppy grass lying around that I'll go ahead and add to this tank to provide some cover. I'm pretty excited to have this fish here in my fish room, and hopefully at some point we'll get some fry in the near future. I did end up putting my Pasilia butleri in this 20-gallon tank with my saddleback platies. I'm not 100% sure I'll keep the butleri in here, but for now I think this will be a pretty good home for them. I really couldn't find a lot of information on this fish online, but according to Dan's website, these fish look at about 2.5 to 3 inches long. One thing I did find is that these were native to Central America, coming from Mexico down to Panama. And honestly, I would have been surprised if they were from any other region in the world. One thing I do like about this fish is the yellow tail on the males. I'm always game for trying new fish here in the fish room, and this is a fish that I'm pretty excited to learn about. The 4-spot Merry Widows have been quite reclusive in this 20-gallon tank. You can see them briefly on the left-hand side of your screen before they retreat to the back of the aquarium. Hopefully these fish will settle in more with time. What I can tell you about this fish is that it does stay quite small, only getting to be about 3/4 of an inch in length. In the wild, this species is found in the Rio Sixiola in Costa Rica, where it lives in slow-moving streams and other stagnant areas. Hopefully over time this fish will get more comfortable, and I'll be able to see them a little bit more often, and maybe at some point we'll even see some fry. Care for this fish is just like your typical livebearer. I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at these new fish. While these fish are fairly expensive, I'm really happy to have them. If you've watched the channel for a while, You'll know that I buy quite a few fish from Dan, and I've always been very happy with the service I received. If you're in the market for new fish, I would highly recommend purchasing fish from Dan's Fish. I've also had some pretty good luck spotting the fish I received from Dan as well, which is an added bonus. So with that, stay safe, stay fishing, and I'll catch you on the next video.